I think that's the most embarrassing story of my life. I think that's it right there.
Horrific. Yeah.
It's I told that other one where I this is my high school girlfriend. We were at her house, her parents' house. This might be the most embarrassed I've ever been in my entire life. It was it was so I wanted to kill myself. Like I thought, like in the moment I was like, thank God there are no blades within reach, or I might just die and add a little more to the mess. I went to their bathroom, and it was like one of those bathrooms where you walk in the front door, take a right immediately in the foyer, there's a bathroom. We were about to go out and do something, I believe, or maybe we just got back, and I was taking a shit, and I think they maybe even told me something was fucky about that toilet, but I didn't care. And I just went to the bathroom, and I flush, and I see the beginnings of progress, but to no avail. It starts to raise. It starts to raise a little bit, and it gets to that point where you can see the meniscus of the water touching the sides
Did you
of the
double
bowl.
flush, you fool?
And then I double flushed.
Oh, no.
And it was
Rookie mistake.
Cataclysmic is the word. I think I was 17, and immediately just comes over it, and I'm just in there like immediately. Game 7. Heart is beating so fast, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It is so. This bathroom is tiny. It's not a big walk-in bathroom. It's a little fucking bathroom. And so like I'm like trying to. Immediately I go. All their towels are ruined. So just take all their towels, throw them on the ground. Throw them on the ground. Their whole family's home. I'm like.
No.
I remember thinking in my head, I was like, I'm close enough to the door and I have my keys. I could just sprint away and break up with her via text on the way home. I was that level of scared. And then, but as this is happening and I'm like running through a million scenarios, like the water is reaching the door. Like it's gonna leave under the door because it's one of those bathrooms where like it's so little that like like you're sitting on the toilet, you could like move your right knee and hit the door. Like it's one of those little teeny tiny ones. So there's not even enough room to evaluate the situation. And I get out there,
a toilet in the mirror.
And I just yell, and I'm like, oh, there's shit on the ground. And my girlfriend runs up, and it's just like, oh my God, and I'm like, I know. And so she starts going, and then her mom runs up and is just like, there's shit all over my foyer. And I was just like, I have never in my life, just in my heart of hearts, in that moment, if I would have had a firearm, I don't know what I would have done. I might have ended it.
You might have killed all of them.
Yeah, and then this guy came in and killed all of them and shit and ruined the toilet. It was none of this was me. It was. Oh God, dude, it's bringing back memories of like. Then I leave for that day. Well, my girlfriend and I did whatever we were gonna do, and then like
so you hung out with her for the rest of the day.
Yeah, maybe I don't remember. I don't remember if we did or if I don't remember if this was the beginning or the end of the day. But I do remember that it was just painful for the longest time to go back to her house and see and walk by the Chernobyl that I had left for them.
You come back a week later, there's still a smell.
Dude, it was God. That was so
well, your shit went down in the AC vents. And
oh no!
Dude,
it's gonna cost us $8 grand. $8 grand. It sucked into the air conditioning compressor.
Oh man!
Grandma came over the other day and nearly fainted.
Oh man! Yeah,
she was in the war.
I think that's the most embarrassing story of my life. I think that's it right there.
Horrific. Yeah,
it's horrific.
That's a good one.
Even when I tell that story, my mind has done such defense mechanisms that it feels like I'm telling it about someone else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my
man.
God. Yeah, I've never done that. Like I know how to fix a toilet, so like in that scenario, I would immediately like dive to the back of the toilet down on the floor and turn off the valve. You know, like turn off the water and like save that. Like you pulled a Dumb and Dumber.
It could have been fixed if they had a fucking plunger in there.
A plunger, sure, but so Kyle's idea is a great one.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But really, Taylor's double flush is where he went wrong.
But you can stop the double flush.
Most toilets, though, will forgive a single flush, right? You single flush, and then you wait some extended period of time, 8 minutes or something, and it'll work its way back down. But you were like, well, one flush didn't do it. Maybe a double. And then
Yeah, it would have been embarrassing enough to go and ask for a plunger.
I doubled down. Yeah.
Like it honestly is like guest bathrooms should always have plungers in them. Every bathroom should have a plunger.
Yes. Yeah. All of our bathrooms have a plunger and a scrub brush type thing.
That's basic. Everybody has that.
Ours is like it's decorative. We have like matching antiqued bronze like little holders, and it's not like disgusting or anything. Like I don't know, you sort of know what it is, but it's not like a toilet brush leaning in the corner kind of yuck.
No, I hear you. Yeah,
my grandfather gave these toilet brushes to my father. My father gave them to me, and Colin, someday I'll give them to you. Your antique toilet brushes, just covered in 4 generations of shit. Yeah, you can see the clean bristles from the Depression era.
Not a lot of fiber back then.
No, certainly not.
Although there was nothing better on a road trip if you're going to have to piss in the car than a Gatorade bottle. That wide mouth will accommodate even the girthiest of cocks.
And it unlike a soda bottle, it can hold 32 ounces of pee instead of a mere 20 ounces of pee.
That's right. 20 won't do it sometimes.
No, 20 is enough to get scared at the end.
Whoa. I've pissed in like much smaller, but like I look around and like all I have is like a Dixie cup. And I'm
You're
like, I'm like, this, I swear to God, that's what I did. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, this is going to be risky business. I've been in Atlanta traffic, like stop and go traffic, pissed in a red Solo cup and like looked around and been like, what am I even looking for? Yeah, everybody's looking. And just like threw a cup of piss out my window and then went back to filling it back up again.
Pissing 1.5 ounces
I think
at
I'm
a
quicker
time.
to just park off the shoulder and walk into the woods than you guys.
I've never done that.
It's interstate traffic. Like it's 6 lanes wide. It's the perimeter. Like
Are
there is
there
no
woods
shoulder.
to the side?
No,
Okay.
they're a
I usually
building.
Well, you got
Go to a
me.
gas
Yeah,
station.
yeah. In that scenario, but if there are woods to the side, the woods are nature's bathroom.
Yeah, not on Interstate 85 when you're in downtown. Like it's just like we're about to piss one way or another. It's happening. It's just a matter of how we're going to facilitate the transfer.
It's better that than being in that same situation and suddenly getting that lower stomach gurgle where the time's coming quickly. And
It's like
you don't know if you're going to make it.
But you can I can mentally tough my way out of that, like shitting my pants. I can just be like, look, we're in the car.
Yeah.
And we're going to be in the car for a while. It's like it's like telling your dog, like, look, we're going to go out, but we can't right now. And he's just like, all right, I guess I'll hold it. Fuck.
Yeah.
And it's just
Kyle,
like,
I'm with you. Except there was so I was live streaming and I had to poop. And I had to pee. And for some reason, I'm like, all right, take a break. I go to pee, and it's like something about the act of peeing made the poop
gotta go.
not optional anymore. I was like, oh.
yeah, you're relaxing.
I thought I was gonna drive through this, and I'm not. I am pooping right now. I'm finishing the pee first.
I'll tell you where I do almost lose control. Like the closer I get to that toilet, like
What
maybe
is that?
I've been driving for an hour holding a shit in. I get into the parking lot of my like house, and it's like, oh shit, oh, do I even have time to gather my things?
And on the other hand, if you had 10 minutes more driving, you would have somehow been okay.
Yeah,
It's a proximity
absolutely.
issue.
But there's this mental thing, like a brain butt barrier that has been crossed,
Right.
And it knows. I'm fiddling with the key in the lock. I'm running through the house, taking my fucking pants off, and like I couldn't hold it for 5 more seconds by the time I get there.
Yes.
Dude, I was doing that. I talked. I think I told this before. I was a freshman in college, and I was leaving a class, and it was, 10-minute walk back to my dorm, and I had to really shit. But I was like, I'll enjoy this shit a lot more back at my dorm in my own bathroom instead of using this public one at this old ass building that's kind of gross. And so I start walking. About halfway through, I'm like having that mental thought of like I should have shit back at the building. Like this is dire. I'm wearing sweatpants. I look disheveled. I have to shit. I'm probably like starting to sweat. You have to shit so bad, like where you're like holding it in with so much effort. I get to the dorm with my little swipe card, and it's like hand shaking, having to shit so bad. Like miss it twice, finally get it in. Then I have to go to my second one, and as I put my card into my actual door. I missed it the first time, and it was like my body gave up there and gave up a little bit of ground, and I could feel the shit starting to come out of my asshole. And you know, you feel that, you imagine that it's like exploding out. And I just got it real quick on the second one, sprinted to the bathroom, got in there, and it was so urgent that I didn't even have time to like look around to see if I had trailed anything or if there's anything gross. But in your head, you're catastrophizing all of it. So I have this just enormous evacuation. It felt great. and then like after the wave of relief hits me, it's like, oh no, there's probably poop all over the floor or something. And I got up, thank fucking Christ there wasn't, but in my head.
I love Woody's eyes. He was like, poop on the floor.
On the floor?
My
dude.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.